Bang Bang Turf Team, bringing you top-notch gameplay here. Weekend League, we're undefeated so far, 5-0, trying to go 6-0. We're playing somebody that's going to put our near-close flex defense to the test. Now, if you run into this, it's definitely popular. Weekend League is just overrun with this offense, so you definitely want to watch to get a little tidbits of in-game action. I didn't show it in practice mode. I showed it in game with some opponents that knew what they were doing with it, but weren't amazing. I feel like this guy is good. He knows what he's doing. It looks like he's been running it for a little bit, and he does a good job mixing it up. So I'm gonna have to mix up my defense a little bit as well. So let's kind of see how I'm able to adjust. And there's one thing that happens in this game that makes me completely hate EA for it, and it's gonna definitely be on my Madden wish list. And I know it happens to y'all, and it should just never happen. So we'll get to that point when we get to that point. But here we are on defense. The 3-4 odd, I like to pinch the defense, and there's a couple different things I like to do. Definitely go check the description of my Madden 20 tips, all free. How to bag tight offset, tight end, near close flex, like split close. A lot of good quality tips there. So you definitely want to check that out, and it's free. Right? If you want continued top-notch content from our boys like Clef, like Dubby, CC, everybody on the Turf team, from Snap and Gus, everybody, you definitely want to go to MaddenTurf.com. We have all of the ebooks, and as we go into Madden 21, don't forget about MaddenTurf.com because we are going to hit the ground running. We have a lot of big plans for next year. So let's get into it, right? It's 3rd down and 4. I'm showing you my adjustments on purpose. If you need to pause the video, you can pause the video. But I'm really doing a good job of deep quartering the guy. The biggest thing with what I like to do and how I like to make sure to not let him roll out to the right to where the corner out is that the tight end, if they're really good in this offense, they do a good job of putting that tight end on like a trail route or something across the middle. Because if my user vacates that yellow zone on the right, the middle right, then I hate that. I'm so bad at the barber dot trying to throw to the tight end on the delay fade. I'm so bad at that. But what I was saying is that if you vacate that area to make sure they can't hit you with the corner route, then you have to make sure to cover that tight end somehow. So you'll see how I adjust to that. But here we go, 4th and 1. As you can see, the threat detector for the win, also identifier. So I see that he's not clicked onto the user linebacker right there. As you can see, now he's clicked on to that corner, which I'm fine with, or then that linebacker, so he cannot shoot the gap and tackle me for a loss. Like as you can see right here, he was on the correct guy, so he was able to shoot the gap. So that was very, very smart play on my part. So now it is 2nd and 14. I'm out of field goal range, trying to throw a little baby dot, a little curl route right there to get in field goal range, make it 3rd and manageable, but instead I don't. And it looked like he was going to send the crib. So I went to the jet pass, touch pass, and unfortunate. And in hindsight, it was a terrible call. But punt dot? Oh, just barely missed the punt dot. So here we go. He's trying to mix in the run. You're going to allow if they run to the gut and they fall forward to get 4 yards. That's going to happen every now and then. Other times you're going to just blow it up in the backfield. But as long as they're not just gouging you, I don't mind the run, right? When you pinch your whole defense, it does a really good job of stopping the run, at least containing the run, right? And if in this formation their main threat isn't, nice little stop and go, but my opponent, good job there, isn't the run, you're doing something right, then you need to take away the corner routes. And as you can see, did not do a great job there. The outside linebacker did a good job. You can't expect him to cover the corner route all the way to the sideline. It's just not going to happen. It's very difficult to do. Checking out what he has here. Dot to Patty Willis. Let's go. He had a nice little some crossing routes. It looked like it was going to be open, but I had another underneath zone. And when you're in the red zone, you got to watch out for that. You can't. It can be tough to pass the ball. And I'm just getting blown up. Medic! Somebody is killed out there. But look at this. Whoop! Michael Vick with the escape artist. I do not have Dashing Deadeye or Roaming Deadeye on him, but I do have escape artist just for that reason. When they blitz crib, if they don't have a spy, I can take off in the middle. And we're trying to throw a little quick crossing route. I was a little spooked in the pocket there. That's my fault. But as you can see, it looks like he's blitzing everybody. So I have got to max protect. This threat detector is so crucial, and it's on 3rd and 4th down. and it's a weapon. It really is. I hate taking off an ability on a whoop. Michael Vick, get it glitchy. All right, get down. Oof. Okay, took a little hit. 4th and 4 though, and this is where once again threat detector. 3rd and 4th down is so huge. As you can see, it looks like he's going to do a little blitz on the left, and so I'm able to flip the play here, and I'm going to block the running back. I believe here on the left hand side, but I'm able to set up a play. I see also where his user is on that right hand side. I didn't really like what I was doing though when it came down to it because my route combination that I was going to go to off the bat was on the same size of his user, so the clock was ticking down, so I decided to take a timeout. 4th and 4 here at the 2-minute warning. As you can see, he's adjusting now. There's no threat, right? So he's only blitzing 3. This is such an underused weapon in the competitive scene, and this is my patent route combo. If you want to steal that, steal it. This is all going to be updated in the Oakland Raiders playbook on MaddenTurf.com in the next few days. He took away all the underneath stuff, but that deep crossing around the cross specialist and the route combination was deadly. But really what did it for me right there is that he's been blitzing heavy. So if I did not have that threat detector, I would have blocked Crib, and he would have only had 3 people blitzing, and he would have had the advantage in that scenario. In Madden, and especially in these games, they can be low possessions. You need all of the advantages you can get, right? And it's a huge advantage to know if they're going to blitz you or not. And if they're not, then you can send 5 out. But a lot of these symmetrical formations, like he's running 2-3-6. As you can see here, now it's 3rd down. I can see he's blitzing me, so I got to be prepared for that. And what I was going for was 2 different streaks from the left and the right, and I was going to wait for the hook zones to whichever one he wasn't using to get past the hook zone and throw it. No. It was a bad pass by Vic, and also, honestly, in hindsight, it was a bad read. And holy hell, I make one mistake on defense, and look at this. Okay, so I feel like I've been playing great. I've outplayed him, I feel like, the entire game, and I'm down 7-0. Very frustrating. I dotted him up all the way down the field, had a lot of huge 3rd and 4th down conversions, and I throw an interception, and then just like that, bam, I make one mistake, and woo-hoo-hoo, dickhead, let's go to the Baja 4-6, reservation 4-6, just like that, though, it's 7-7. Show you that play once again. He's in the cover 2, manipulated in the pocket, swerve out to swerve back in. If you swerve out, then swerve back in, you're going to get a really good rack animation. And the safety, if you pass lead it to the outside, is not going to be able to get there 9 times out of 10. And it's all about going to practice mode to make sure you know when to throw that and when not to. Okay, so now he's mixing some stuff up. It is right before half, so I'm fine with all underneath routes. And then I just ended up user rushing him because there was really nothing for me to do. There was 6 deep blues. So here we are in the 3rd quarter, and as you can see, he's short kicking me here. No issues, though. And Byron Jones, I got to get him off kick coverage. He fumbles the rock all the time. Literally all the time. I decided to try to run the ball. I should have stuck it to the outside, but I do not run the ball much, so I am terrible. 2nd and 9. No, don't say we did it to him twice. To the Baja. That time I didn't even have it underneath the route, but if you do throw it at the proper time, it is so unguardable versus cover 2. And if they do put a deep third out there, you have a really great high-low combination on the left-hand side. Also, usually the tight end on a little in route. And it is a deadly play versus cover 2. So if you're struggling with cover 2, I would highly advise you to start using that play. It's very good. I think I'm going to put that on Tip Tuesday for the preview to the update of the Oakland Raiders playbook. So you definitely want to check out that video on Tuesday. And here we go. Patty Mahomes, and I'm going to cover 4 quarters here. I'm mixing it up. I feel like I've given him the cover 2 and putting a deep quarter out there a bunch, and so I'm coming out in this cover 4. I'm also now this time. What did I do? He should have thrown a pick. I blitzed the corner, and so that means that made him really reverse his field to the left hand side, and he wasn't used to that. This is what he wants to do every single time. And so I should have had a pick. So that should have been the drive should be over right now. He also has doubled me, so I'm really worried about that. I got to give up. Something, but I got to guard that double me. And once again, I did a good job. I blitzed down the corner. He wasn't expecting it, and he came in to get sacked. This time I motioned out the. I had two guys there. I motioned out. I moved out the outside linebacker and blitzed him, but it did get picked up. So once again, this time I'm blitzing the corner. He did a good job picking it up, He got in field goal range. I'm fine with that, right? If you hold your opponent, especially when you got the lead to 3 points, it is a victory on defense. If they move the ball a little bit, they're going to. If they know what they're doing on offense, they're going to move the ball. I despise EA. When this happens, like, this should never happen. And on top of that, I fumbled the ball. That should never happen. Your guys, when they kick it off to the 5-yard line, should automatically be under the ball to receive it, right? And if you want to move your guy away to let it go in the end zone or do whatever you want to do, you should be able to do that. But you automatically should be under that kick every single time. Let me know in the comment section below. Am I crazy for that? Does this happen to you? I'm sure it has. It happens to me, I feel like, all the time. And it makes me just completely despise my opponents for it. Like, kicking like that it just drives me nuts. But luckily this time he does it again. But my guy gets under the ball in time, just like that. Which should happen every single time. Every single time. EA, fix your game. So, I'm up 14-13, 4 minutes left until the game's over, and what do you know? The dude can't stop the run. What am I doing? Chris, route combo, bro. You got to start the game running, right? I don't like to start the game running, but making some headway there. 3rd and 4. Once again, threat detector would tell me if he's blitzing. He's showing blitz, but he is not blitzing. So and it looks like he's in the cover 3. He takes away the cover 3 beater, but we got another beater on the left-hand side, and Michael Vick just throws dots. Nice little run stick. Whoop to the left, whoop to the right, and then up to the middle. 3rd down and 1. Get a first down, and the game is over. And Garrison Hurst down to the 2. So as you can see, 48 seconds left. He's going to try to let me score, but I'm not about that life. I'm not going to give him life and be up by 8. We're going to go down, and he is going to rage quit. He turns off his Xbox, probably broke his controller, and he's pissed. His weekend league is ruined. Just like near flex close is ruined. I think I played pretty good defense there. Realistically, against good opponents, they're still going to be able to move the ball, but it's about making adjustments and a little bit tweaking here and there of the video that I showed you. I hope you got some good value out of this. Smash the like button. We'll see you on the sticks. I hope they give me the win. Okay, now we're up to 6-0. We'll see you on the sticks.